Hey everyone, it's Pastor Tim from St. Mark. I'm doing just a short video today to talk a little bit about the mission and ministry of St. Mark Lutheran Church. Of course, one of my absolute favorite things to talk about. Now, I'm fairly certain that I've said what I'm about to say in some way, shape, or form in every live stream, every video, every worship experience, any other form of public speaking I've done for the church in the last 9 months. But I'll say it again. The mission and ministry of St. Mark Lutheran Church here in Clifton Heights happens because you make it happen. Without your generosity, particularly in terms of your financial support, we simply would not be able to do the things that we do as a community. We would not be able to serve this neighborhood. We would not be able to care for each other. And of course, we would not be able to follow our mission of proclaiming the good news of Jesus Christ in word and action. Those things happen because you make them happen. Now, another thing that everyone, of course, knows, but is worth saying, this has been a difficult year, including for our church community, both in terms of individual members who have dealt with the pandemic in various ways, and plenty of other things, just the other stuff that happens in the course of life. And also, it's been difficult for our community as a whole. We have struggled together. And so in light of those things, I am incredibly grateful for so many of you who have increased the amount of support you give this year, and the many of you that have adopted the means of electronic giving for the first time, automatic giving. And that ensures that your support for St. Mark continues unabated no matter what might be happening in the world. Thank you. Thank you for that. It's so important. And because of those things and the support of everyone, no matter how you choose to give, this year we've been able to do some really great things despite the difficulty. We've expanded our digital presence. And because of that, we're able to invite people into our worship experiences that either have not been part of our community before, or people who have been part of our community but for one reason or another haven't been able to join us in the typical ways. I've also seen you care for each other in really powerful ways through the difficulties of this year. Phone calls and texts and emails and all kinds of other ways that you've been there for one another through the stuff that you've been through. We have also continued to feed the hungry at the Life Center in Upper Darby, as well as the Feast Incarnate Ministry at University Lutheran Church in University City in Philadelphia. We've cared for the sick, and above all, we have been able to proclaim the good news of Jesus Christ in word and action. That's our mission statement. And so as this new year approaches, I'm feeling hopeful. And I hope that together we will look with hope for the opportunity to recreate the elements of our community that have been missing since March of this year. Gatherings and meals together, faith formation, and plenty of other things. It will take time and patience, of course. And I think of this not so much as a return to what was, but rather us moving forward to what will be, even if many of the elements of our past, of course, will be incorporated into our future. I'm excited, and I hope you will be too. And I hope that you might use this moment to consider how your generosity will continue to make these things possible. I encourage you to ask yourself the question, can I do more this year? I know that is something that I consider in my own giving to our community. Now, each year, and you probably know this, but each year we provide a pledge card to help you in your consideration of these things. Please use this card that will come in an email that you can download a form of the card, and you're, of course, welcome to fill it out and return it. And use it as an opportunity to think and pray about how you support your St. Mark community in the coming year. Consider automatic electronic giving if you have not already. It's a wonderful thing. It's For me especially, peace of mind, knowing that my support to our community is always there. Consider how much support you're able to give. Think about these things. Pray about them. Of course, no matter where you end up in considering these things, also always know that you are a loved and valued part of this community. Always. And thank you for making what we do possible. God's peace be with you always.